I'm going to talk now about personal service in a big thing, in the work product that we actually deliver. When we manage your Google AdWords campaign or your organic SEO or your social media, we do it by hand. This means that we look at your account at least 3 times a week and sometimes daily because there are several reasons, but one is that the internet changes way too fast to set it on automatic pilot. And another reason, very important reason, even if the internet were not changing at a rapid pace, especially Google, we endeavor to get the most for you out of your campaign. And this means that we don't throw the net out into the school of fish and say, look, here's a lot of fish, we got you a lot. We aim to get everything we can, and that means every step of the way we want to maximize each aspect of your campaign so that it's doing the very best that it can do. Now, contrast this with the other digital media providers, most of which are in businesses, well, their original business is dead or dying. And we're talking about here the phone book, we're talking about cable companies, we're talking about local newspapers, and we're talking about TV stations. And the business model, you can see why they get into the pattern that they get into, which is you get a lot of personal service and a lot of personal attention when the sale is being made. And they'll show you statistics, they'll show you what they did for you last year, and go through it all in this intense conversation and get you to sign another contract. But that's not really where the rubber meets the road. The rubber meets the road day to day to day, and your ability to talk to a person, a marketing expert who is actually working in your best interest. When you look at the other companies and the way that it's been done, and as I've said before, digital marketing is really kind of being ruined for a lot of customers. You can see that the interest of the company providing the digital marketing is so that they can grow. So they attempt to automate it and use software. Now, of course, we use software too, but we understand the numbers and the data and can make sense of it and make sense of it on your behalf. And an analogy that I like to make is working with an accountant. Everybody's got software, but you work with an accountant because the accountant uses their brain and their expertise and their training to work on your behalf. It's why I don't use TurboTax. You're not certain that you're going to get the absolute best result. You've got to understand what the facts mean. You've got to understand what the numbers mean. And we've actually seen this firsthand. We've hired 2 people from the other media, and they really didn't know what they were doing. They kind of washed out in 4 to 6 weeks in our company. You want to work with a company like ours where you're going to work with a marketing specialist. And the model for our company is the model of a large accounting firm or the model of a large law firm, for example. And every person in there is an expert, a professional with their own caseload. So you have a person who is working, who knows your business, who knows your market situation, and is working on your behalf. And you can talk with them, and you should talk with them. That's the way we want to do it. This is slower. This is harder for me to grow a company because we have to find this talent, and it's not easy. But it's really in your best interest. And it isn't the cheapest way to do it, but it isn't that much more expensive either. And I would encourage you to understand that what we're engaged in with marketing is a top-line endeavor. It is the most important part of your business, which is to get that pile of money, get the customers, as many customers as you can handle. The bottom line aspect is what you do with your expenses and how you manage your costs and the profit that's left over. But our job is to get the most business for you. That's the point of marketing. So give us a try. Thanks for listening and watching. 4 minutes, a little bit over 4 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed our interesting background also. Thanks.